Hello and welcome back to the 162 in Arlington podcast. We are going to discuss the Rangers losing 2 out of 3 to the Yankees, and specifically how bad this Rangers offense is with runners in scoring position. I mean, since that A series, the first A series on the road, they have just been miserable with runners in scoring position. And we're going to kind of talking about the changes that we feel like need to happen, or just things that they can do to be better, other than just play better. Um, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of pitching talk, which sucks, and again gives us flashbacks to last year where we can't highlight the pitching enough because of how bad the offense is. But I thought Jack Leiter was pretty good. He gave up a couple homers, left some pitches in bad spots, but I thought he was pretty good. Not too worried about him. I thought Jacob DeGrom and Nathan Baldy were both dominant. They were both dominant. They were both exactly who they were. Jacob DeGrom has been really good to start off this season. His ERA is 2.01. Evaldi with a nice bounce back, just based on like pitching smarter and just not leaving out as many pitches in the middle of the plate. That's all it comes down to for him. Um, and yeah, the pitching was really good. They're not the reason that the Rangers lost 2 out of 3. So you got anything on the pitching before we move on to the state of this offense?
The pitching was good. Everyone did their job. Um, yeah, bullpen's been good as well. There's nothing to complain about there. Um, yeah, just seeing Evaldi go back to what made him good in the first place was nice. And DeGrom, I don't know, uh he started last year good, and then it was like near the end of the year where he kind of lost it a bit. But he seems to have better command of everything in general than he did last year. And his slider is like moving. I don't know if you've seen the thing. It's like moved 2, 3 more inches. Like it's gone way better.
Yeah, his slider's nasty. So yeah, that's all the pitching to be talked about. How good it was. I think okay. First concern with the offense, and we can go back to Game 1 because this was the day that Max Fried pitched, um, who is a lefty, and this lineup against lefties has absolutely nothing. It has absolutely nothing. I mean, just reading the lineups, Nimmo leading off. We'll get to the Nimmo injury part later. I mean, you have Nimmo, you have Young, you have Seager, you have Berger. You have Young and Berger who are pretty good against lefties, and then Seager and Nimmo who are okay against lefties. And then you look 5 through 9: McCutchen, Higashioka, Haggerty, Carter, and then Duran. Duran's weaker against lefties. Carter obviously weaker against lefties. Haggerty has not been good to start off the season, although he got some big knocks. McCutchen has not been good to start the season after he started off pretty good, but since then, he hasn't really been good at all. And then Higashioka and Jansen have both been okay. This lineup has nothing against lefties. It's really concerning because it feels like Patrick Corbin could come out and shut them down. That is probably like my biggest concern. No, that's not my biggest concern. My biggest concern is they're not hitting with runners in scoring position at all. I'd say probably after that is how weak this lineup is against lefties right now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'd even go to say like right now, Berger isn't even good against lefties. Like it's like really like not even Seager and Nim. It's Nimmo and Young. That's it. That's all we got. We got Nimmo and Young right now. And you look further into the season, maybe Berger and Seager find it, but like yeah, besides them, who's really got it is nobody. Carter's putting together some better at bats against lefties recently though, which is nice to see. So I don't know. I wouldn't count Carter out of it, but the rest of them, it's like it's nothing, man. It's just nothing. It's just
Mm-hmm.
taking bad pitches and chasing bad pitches, and I really got nothing. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, like they're gonna have such a tough time with lefty starters. Thank God they don't have to pay Skubal in this next Tiger series. Skubal might have thrown a no hitter against this lineup against lefties.
yeah,
And yeah, like you said, Jake Berger's in a big funk. We'll talk about that later. Josh Young is in a positive right now, like the best hitter in the lineup right now. We'll talk about that later. Seager's in a funk. We'll talk about that later. But just the overall, I'm just very you know, the lineup against lefties is very scary right now. Um, and yeah, I think I'll talk about this. This is something I was thinking about, a change that needs to be made. I think at this point, we're a month in and changes need to be made. The thing is, we're a month in, but we're not a month in. We're 2 years and 1 month in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff that's happened this month, them going 15 and 16, mainly losing games from their offense, not coming through in big spots. This has happened the last 2 years. So this is not just a 1 month thing. I think right now, uh, send down Josh Smith, call up Cam Cauley. I think let us. I'm not saying Cam Cauley is going to fix this offense. I don't think anyone in the minors is really going to like come up and like turn this offense around. Um, but I do think that Cam Cauley, with how he plays defense, one, where the Rangers defense at second base has been rough. So he's going to play defense. He's also going to give Seager days off at short, which it feels like Seager's needing some days off at right now. So he'll be able to give Seager some days off at short. He'll be able to give some outfielders days off, especially Nimmo, because we don't know where he's at with the hamstring. And then also in the minor leagues, he's been really good against lefties, which again, I'll say it again, the lineup against lefties is really in a tough spot. So I think let's give it a shot with Cam Cauley and see what he can do. He could be ass, but I think you need to change something up.
Yeah, you need to change.
Otherwise, you're just going to stay 15 and 16 the whole year.
Yeah,
Or, sorry, 500 the whole year.
yeah, you're right. That's a good point because I mean, if you think back to last year when they went on that run where we actually thought we had a chance at the postseason, they called these minor leaguers up and they just hit with runners in scoring position. They didn't hit bombs or like go crazy like Carter did in September. They literally just like got hits with runners in scoring position. That's all they did. Simplified approach, shoot it to the opposite field, get the base hit. That's what they were doing. And saw a lot of that from Freeman, Osuna. Hellman doesn't really count. He just kind of swung as hard as he could. But when Freeman comes back, hopefully, I think Freeman's the thing that I want to see more. I know Freeman's still injured, but he's coming back this month, right, or next month?
Yeah, yeah, you should be back soon. Yeah, but he also had like wrist issues, so you don't know how long that's going to take.
Yeah, but I loved Freeman's approach. I love Osuna. He gets the big knocks, man. This man gets one opportunity and he comes through when no one else can. And it's because he's not swinging to freaking hit the ball to the moon. He got a curveball down, a tough pitch. He stayed down, stayed low, and just shot it into center field. That's all they need to do. And
Yeah. You're talking about in the ninth against Bednar
yeah, I
game one or game two?
think it's game one.
Was it that was game
That
one,
was
right?
game
Game
one.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, game one. Yeah, that was a really good approach.
yeah.
Yeah, they put their fake comeback thing in the
Yeah.
ninth inning.
They did it
The
for
2 games in a
literally.
row.
I hate it so much. Um,
Yeah.
I hate when people say like, "Oh, we lost, but we still got fight, man." Like, shut up. We didn't win.
No fight, bro.
Um,
Fight. Just like yeah, it's
yeah.
yeah. The lineup's in a very tough spot, and Schumacher has some decisions to be made. I mean, you go to the game too. Let me just. I'm just gonna go through. Okay, what did they do with runners in scoring position? One for 10 with runners in scoring position. Um,
And that one was
you
Josh
had
Young.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was just they continuously had runners on, and what was it? I think it was like straight innings. They had sixth inning. They had two on with nobody out. Seventh inning they had a couple runners on. I think eighth inning they had two runners on with nobody out, and then ninth inning they finally came through with some help from bad Yankees defense. But yeah, it's kind of the same story. They just it's first and second nobody out, and you need to cash in a run,
Yeah.
and like they can't
The
even
only
do
guy
that.
who's coming through is Young, and it's like,
Yeah. Shout out Degrom. He was really
yeah,
good.
no, Degrom
Again,
was
we said it
filthy.
before. He was filthy. He was filthy. Um, yeah. I mean that's pretty much it.
Honestly, put
Oh yeah,
Degrom in the
and then
lineup.
I said yeah, put Degrom in line. Yeah, I think Smith I also say send down. I think another I think his numbers are very I think Smith should be sent down or I think let me phrase this right. I think it's under consideration by the Rangers that Smith would be sent down because he's getting a couple days off right now, and it feels like that could be a sign that they're going to send him down. I feel like there's some correlation there. Also, his numbers are very similar to like Josh Young's numbers last year in June when before he got sent down. His numbers, they're those two guys' numbers are like eerily similar. So I think a Josh Smith send down could happen to bring up Cam Cauley. It also depends on where Brandon Nimmo's at, but yeah. And then today they won 3-0. Evaldi was just so good.
Yeah.
Again, just pitched a lot smarter than he did against the A's. Just being a lot more careful to these Yankees hitters who are bombers. His command was elite, very efficient. 7 innings. Um, yeah, very nice job by Evaldi. Very nice job by Latz as well. And the Rangers also were really bad with runners in scoring position. Actually, they were 4 for 8 today, so you'll take that.
3 runs on 7 hits. I don't take that.
Yeah.
I don't take three
It
runs on 7 hits.
they had a lot of base runners. They had a lot of base runners. Freaking I think they had a it was a rookie on the Yankees.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and
And you scored three
he could
runs.
not throw
God damn.
strikes. And he could not throw strikes and he threw had 4 walks and the Rangers just could not come through against him.
Yeah.
It's been a tough watch this offense. It's been a very tough watch. Um so we'll talk so 15 and 16 after the first month. Obviously, being at 500 this early on in the season, it's not doom, but
Be-
changes need to be made.
because this could have easily been like a 750 win percentage.
Yeah, if guys just hit with runners in scoring position,
Yeah.
they were so bad. They've been so bad with runners in scoring position the last 2 weeks. Um, but yeah, so things to think about, right? Nimmo. So let's start with Nimmo, who he today Wednesday was running from second to third, and then he pulled his hamstring. And I believe himself and Skip Schumacher think that he's going to be on ready to play on Friday against the Tigers. Um, but we'll see. He's a yeah, he doesn't anticipate to miss time. He's going to play against the Tigers on Friday, but let's see. It's a hamstring thing,
Yeah.
but it's looking like he's going to be all right. So that's good.
We have
And he's
experience
been
with that
really
with
good.
Seager.
Yeah. He just keeps lining out to the center fielder.
Yeah.
How many times has he done that past like
I rather
six
I
games?
rather he do that because he's trying to take a simple approach than try to swing the shit out of the ball and
Yeah.
pop out.
Yeah, that's what you can I know Nimmo has also been bad with runners in scoring position, but you can at least see him attempting to do the right thing, and he's come close to doing the right thing. You know,
Yeah.
Josh Young has been on fire, which is just awesome to see. I believed in the Josh Young bounce back, just him being a solid hitter. But now he's hitting 317 with a 926 OPS. He's absolutely on fire, putting this offense on his back. Got the big hit in the fifth inning. Um, so shout out to Josh Young. The Rangers are kind of going to need him to keep doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, really nice month for Josh Young.
Yeah. Young is been good. I'm trying to think, like, because it's young Nimmo. Seager is still just a tick off, man. That guy needs to find it.
Yeah, Seager's a tick off. I know people are raising the red
Yeah,
flag about him. I'm not ready to do that. It's
yeah.
a month in. The
I
last
think,
2 years, he's
yeah.
struggled a month in.
I mean,
Like, I'm not ready to do it. It would
last
have to
year,
take until.
yeah,
Yeah.
you go.
It would have to take until June to raise the red flag against him. He still has a 722 OPS. Like this is not he's not up to Corey Seager standards, but he's not awful by any means. Obviously, he's been horrible with runners in scoring position. It's either been a double play or a strikeout every time there's a runner on. Um, so that sucks, but you just have to think that it'll come for him. That's the one guy I'm willing to like sit and wait on.
Yeah. I mean, I think even last year he started even worse during the season. He started the season even worse last year, and then if he stayed healthy for the rest of the season, he was almost an MVP candidate. So you can't really like you gotta give Seager his time because he plays around with the stance and stuff until he finds it, and then once he does, he just goes.
Yeah, so we'll have to yeah, so we'll we'll keep track of that, but not too concerned about him. Jock Peterson has been hitting lately. Alejandro Zuna has been hitting. Zeke Duran, I think Alejandro Zuna and Zeke Duran are going to be getting some run, although Langford is coming back soon. So let's see where Ozuna fits in. Feels like he needs to find some run somewhere. Um, the catchers have been awful with runners in scoring position. Jake Berger, I think like Carter's been all right. I think it mainly goes to Jake Berger. Is the next conversation. He's hitting 213 with a 617 OPS. Um, just like I think you send him down. I if I were the GM, I would send him down. I think when Jake Berger is in a funk, he hurts the team more than anyone on the team. Like more than when Josh Smith is in a funk, more than when Corey Seager's in a funk, more than when anyone else is in a funk. Because when Jake Berger's bad, his at bats are just so non-competitive, and like that's just the type of hitter he is. He's very streaky, and he's now his numbers have fallen to a really bad spot. Um, where I would take a chance with a minor leaguer, but I just don't think the Rangers are going to do that.
Yeah, because you don't really got anyone. Well, you got people who can hit, but it's I guess they're gonna trust him. I guess. I mean, this guy literally just became a Adolis Garcia. Like in every way, this
Yeah,
guy just became Garcia.
yeah. Um, I mean, changes need to happen. Let's see between now and the Tiger series. I expect some change to happen. Like you have to make a change. Like the offense with runners in scoring position has been so bad. You have guys in AAA who can't do much worse than what some of the hitters on the big league team are doing. I think you need to make a change because this is not, again, I say it, it's not just a month sample. It's a 2 year in 1 month sample, right? So that's what it is. I think a change needs to come. I think let's see some more Zeke Duran at second and get Cam Cauley up to do some platoons. Let's see more Alejandro Ozuna in the lineup. Can the catchers get it going? Can Evan Carter, find his swing a little bit? Jake Berger, what do you do with him? So there's still like so many question marks with this offense, but at the end of the day, they just need like one big hit in a game and you get some runs. Like it's just crazy how everyone in the team has been so bad with runners in scoring position, except
Yeah,
Young.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much all about the Yankee series. I mean, it's disappointing to lose 2 out of 3. They basically lost the series based on them being so awful with runners in scoring position. Um, they're now going to face the Tigers, a pretty good team in Comerica. So, yeah, we'll see you after that series ends. Peace.